Hi everyone, welcome back to Hannah's Decodes. I'm Hannah. I hope you've all had a good week and you're in the best place you can be. Today I thought I'd do a pretty short video, and I think sometimes short is good. You know, we don't need to do long videos all the time. And I thought I would just tell you a little bit about what I'm doing to be in my power. And part of that is making good choices, being, about what I eat, what I do, what I watch on TV, and just tuning in a little bit all the time to what's best for me. And it's kind of sounds quite simple, but it's quite empowering. And I think it's part of projecting ourselves to the kind of future we would like to be in. And my kind of future is one of kind of freedom and kind of health and kind of natural abilities and powers that we probably can't even imagine at the moment. So I have these kind of visions, and people might say it's like a fantasy, but I think you've got to strive for things that may seem impossible at the moment. And another thing I thought I'd mention quickly is I've always quite liked watching movies with superheroes, with superpowers, and I often wonder why that is. People that can fly, that are very strong, that can tune into situations and find out the truth. And I think it's because I sense there's something along those lines that we're capable of doing. And so I thought I'd just share also what I'm doing with my food. And I've mentioned in the past that I have a sort of ritual with my food, but at the moment it's gone a little bit further. So I thought I'd share that and tell you what I'm doing. So usually especially with breakfast, because I focus on that, I think I'm in a quiet space, and lunchtimes are often a bit busy. I try and do it with dinner, but I've got more things around me happening at dinner time. So what I do, and I've talked a little bit about this before, but I'm kind of taking it a step further. And in the past, I've also talked about how I have worried about nutrition in my food because the soil's degraded and farmers use pesticides, and I know farmers are great, they do an amazing job, but we're in this kind of cycle and system where to produce a lot of food, pesticides and glyphosates and all that kind of stuff are used. And so I've always had this concern that I'm not getting enough nutrition, I've got to take extra vitamins, and I still do that. But what I'm doing is really powering up the food I eat. And I try and buy organic sometimes when I can, but if things are crazily expensive, I buy just from the normal supermarket. So what I'm doing when I have my meals, my main meals, I say, what do I say? I say, bless this food, bless this food, bless this food. May this be the cause of all good qualities. And then I say, I'm grateful for the superpowers this food gives me. I'm grateful for the immense nutrition of minerals and vitamins I receive from this food and I absorb from this food. And I'm grateful for this food making me a superwoman. And I'm grateful for it making my body super strong and my mind clear and strong. So I change it a little bit as, whatever comes to mind. And I have had a really busy busy year, but really intense couple of months, busy previous year, but intense couple of months lately where I'm doing a lot of stuff to the house, and it's a lot of physical stuff. I've laid turf, I've laid mulch, I've laid pavers, I've oiled the deck. And so I, in my late 20s, early 30s, I could do this, or everything I do really easily and bounce back and stuff. But as you get older, things takes a little bit longer to bounce back. So I've found that having this little mantra with my food, I feel I've got this kind of extra energy, which is fantastic. And I think, some people might say, is it a placebo? But I think it's your belief system, what you believe in, what you would like, what you desire. And I think we're in a time where the universe really wants to prop us up and achieve the things we'd like. So I think we're in this interesting time where that is a huge possibility. So that's almost it. I mean, I was going to talk a little bit about choices, but we've talked about that. Just choices, empowering yourself with choices. And the more we really hone in on the path we want and take the actions, the more the stuff that doesn't sit or we don't want to hold on to, and that all sort of just dissipates down the wayside. That all the like the junk food, the corruption of governments or whatever, it all starts to dissipate or crumble because we're all making these choices that benefit ourselves and our higher good. So that's kind of it. But I wanted to give you a gift, and this is a gift because on Thursdays I do have meditation with some friends, or meditation kind of sound healing. I've spoken about Elaine and her sound healing before, so that's a video a while back if you want to check it out. But I did give someone a gift, and everyone thought the gift was relevant for them, so everyone wrote it down, and I thought it was relevant for us all. So I'll give you the gift now, and it's: be the force, shine the light, and divinity will be yours. So I thought that was really nice and kind of sat strongly with the idea of the talk today of being in your power and seeing yourself as the kind of powerful soul, spiritual being that you are and that we all are. So I thought that was just suited perfectly with today's discussion. So that's it. I thought we'd leave it at that, and I probably wouldn't do meditation healing, and that we can just reflect on that and see if anything resonates for you, and perhaps you're already doing this kind of stuff. But I often find listening to other people, you does give you a little reminder sometimes of, that's, you might have done something similar at one stage, and then that just sort of seems to, you forget about it and you stop doing it, and then you think, oh yeah, that's right, I used to do that. No, I wouldn't mind taking it up again, or taking it up in a slightly different way. So that's it, and I hope you all have a good week ahead, and if you'd like to, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye. Oops.